hope you are doing great. 1 week already passed. I hope you had a wonderful week and you already applied some big ideas from our friend last week. Gabriel shared in the last video about his Chevening journey. Thanks to him again. And today we are going to have Samia. Samia is from Brazil. She now studying Master in Development and Human Rights at Swansea University in UK, and she's going to share with you the inside information about her Chevening journey. And I pick up some big ideas from her journey, and I hope you pick up some big ideas also and then apply to your Chevening journey, apply to your life, and then share with your big ideas. And you can give any comment below if you have any questions for us. We would love to share more, and we cannot wait to see you here in the UK, or we cannot wait to hear your stories of making a difference in life. Enjoy the video, and thank you, Samia. Thank you, and see you, Samia. See you, future Cheveners, in the next videos with other Cheveners. Have a wonderful week.
I'm fine, very fine. You?
Thank you. So how is life over there?
Yeah. Up to now, it's everything. It's going on. Everything is fine. Actually, I'm still getting used with the winter. Actually, with the autumn. So now, for instance, it's already night out there. And
It's very dark out there, right?
yeah, so the weather is still a challenge for me. What about the university? Yeah, no, the university is very, very, very good. I really appreciate them, like the lectures, the classes. My classmates, they are fine, especially those ones from Chevening, because I have like 4 classmates from Chevening, luckily. Yeah. Yeah, my flatmates. The city is nice as well. Yeah, I'm in Swansea, in Wales, South Wales.
Well, so do you speak the language?
Just one word in Welsh, which is croeso, which means thank you. Sorry, welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, but like
Welcome. Okay, you are welcome.
it seems to me a very, very hard language. So yeah. One girl from here told me that they usually speak Welsh just at home, you know, with their families. Yes, so they have like grown up like speaking Welsh at home. Sometimes at school, but yeah, out there with friends at the university, it's everything in English. So yeah, it's pretty okay. And what else? There is Welsh cakes. Have you heard about?
No. What is that?
Welsh cake is like a little cake, you know, a little cake with chocolate and so on. So yeah,
Did you
and it's
like the
pretty
video
good with
last time?
coffee
I
or
thank
with
you
tea.
again for
So yeah, the
video
Welsh
last
cake,
time,
and it's specifically from here, from Wales. It's not that common in
yeah, I try to make it in the way that
England
maybe
or
they
even
feel
in
like
Scotland,
really,
you know.
motivated, because
So yeah,
maybe
so
we
what
didn't
else?
have time to share inside
Tea. So I
information,
drink
but
tea
like
every day,
if
like
they can
twice
feel
a
that
day or
vibe
3
in that
times a day,
place,
especially at
and
night.
like people like you sharing with a great motivation, and they just feel like, oh yeah, I want to go there, right? So they don't feel like pressure, but instead of that, I hope they feel like more motivated to do that. So thank you. And today I hope we're gonna share more. So when you said that you have like Brazilian applicants to apply, so like with the application, or how do you have that?
The other applicants? Yeah, it's because I've shared like a post in my Facebook, like
Yeah.
saying that I was a Chevener and I was available to support potential applicants as well.
Oh yes.
So some people who are my friends in Facebook, they have read my post,
Yeah.
and so some of them were already interested. So they
Oh, yes.
they messaged me and like asking for tips. and also some friends already knew that I was here, because before coming, I've met lots of them in order to say goodbye and so on. So yeah, lots of people who are like engaged in my network. People were already aware that I was here.
Right.
So yeah, some of them told other ones.
Yes.
So yeah, I think like 10 people were in touch with me in order to have tips and some support. Yeah, really.
Okay, thank you. But I think it's so beautiful because you are willing to have, right? So that is the most beautiful part of anyone who achieved their goal in a particular journey, and they're willing to have other people in the same journey. So you post on Facebook, hey, come here, and if you want, I can help you guys. Yeah.
Of course. And by the way, I think Chevening is about networking as well.
Right.
So we are expected to help another one, to support another one.
Yes.
So I think Chevening actually waits for that we do this way, Because Chevening believes in a strong and powerful networking.
Yes.
And we are part of this networking. Yeah. So we need to keep it like moving and growing. So on.
Yeah, it's like the secret, right? And I shared with Gabriel last week. I interviewed him, and I just share one story that I think they're critical mass where a lot of people they even not apply. Okay, so yeah, this like they are so great and so potential, but they don't even apply. So Chevening actually lost a lot of potential people like that. So if we have a lot of people like you share, and then probably we're gonna have more people to apply. So it increases the competitiveness, but actually it's good for the world, right? So
of course. I think it's one of our roles as like leaders. Yeah.
Right.
To some extent, we are leaders, or Chevening believes that we are. So we need to act as real leaders.
Like ambassador, right?
Of course. We are Chevening ambassadors as well. We are like our country ambassadors.
Yes. Great. And anyway, you are totally, you are truly one, because Brazilian like so beautiful, and today we're not talking about beauty, but I will just want to say that I also thinking like I like the one you shared last time about ambition, because you said like be ambitious, and I think that is the most crucial part, because if we don't think big and we don't be ambitious, we may not start doing that. So how did you have that ambition? It's like you were smart and you already like really ambitious, or it's one day you change and you become like that?
Yeah. When I say be ambitious, I think I mean like you need to be able to set some goals. Even though you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Future, but I think you need to be able to establish some purpose and move yourself in order to achieve this purpose. So when I say be ambitious in this meaning, so I think Chevening is look for individuals who can show this ability. So sometimes. Because sometimes we have dreams, or we have like wishes, and but we don't believe that we can achieve them.
Right.
So I think that being ambitious has to do with believe that you can achieve them. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how. But you need to move yourself in order to achieve these goals, for instance, in terms of professional goals, because Chevening asks us for like setting our professional goals, professional career goals. So when I was supporting these Brazilian applicants, I told them, be clear about your career goals.
Yeah.
Even though if you think that it's like an impossible dream or an impossible goal, but the first step is like to want, really want to achieve them.
Yeah.
So for me, yeah, it is being ambitious,
Yeah. Yes.
I mean the way through you need to go. It will depend on other factors.
Yes.
But first step is like.
Yeah, you need to want it first, right? I love it because that's like the desire. If we don't have it, don't want it, how can we have it? Yeah, it's just simple. Like if we not feel hungry, maybe we probably not eat. So that is simple example, but I feel like that. So maybe you can share about your story a bit. I think you worked before and you had a lot of experience. I think so. So what did you decide to choose Chevening? Because I believe that you ambitious, so you probably can just develop your career easily if you just stay back in Brazil.
And when I told you about setting goals, of course that these goals have to do with your previous experience, with your previous background. So it's not like a random wish. I think that it's really linked to your background.
Right.
So I am journalist and I am public relations as well. And since I graduated, I've been working in different NGOs in Brazil and also like NGOs abroad, especially in Latin America. So and I think during the last 7 years, 7-8 years, and then I was feeling that it would be very amazing if I got like a master in this how can I say, this field of studies, because I've been working in NGOs, always with like human rights approach and so on. And also like social projects linked to development in different ways. So I thought that it would be very welcome if I got like a master in these fields. And UK is a reference in terms of development studies and like human rights studies. So that's why I have applied. It was my first time applying in Chevening.
Okay, first time. Congratulations, it's great.
Exactly. Actually, after the interview, my interview outcome was that I was in the reserve list. So I was supposed to wait for 2 months more, and they were like very anxious days because we were unsure about our condition. Because there were people who had already like got it. I'm achieving. Other ones unfortunately couldn't get it this time. And we are like in the middle ground, waiting for like a positive outcome in the future. So and luckily it came like 2 months later.
Wow. Congratulations again. I think it's great because you applied the first time you got it. That's wonderful. And but then can you just share about like the time that you decided to step up to take like a chance to apply for scholarship? Because I believe that you work for NGO, and we know that NGO is like really good place for us to develop ourselves, because they just like really multicultural place, and they actually has really good like working style, as I think, at least in Vietnam. And that's why a lot of people, they just dream to work in the NGO. But you already work in the NGO, but then you just like step up to just take the chance to go to the UK. So like is it easy? Was it easy to decide, or just like difficult to leave the job and then?
Of course. Actually, because I was finishing like a long cycle projects in my last NGO, and to be honest, I was like a bit tired of Yeah, I was a bit tired. Of course, that I loved my job. I loved the people that I have met there. All of these, of course. But I thought that it would be very welcome, like a new experience, you know. So because I think sometimes it's time to stop and to to think of everything that you have been doing, up to that time, and like to think of and to bring out new reflections, you know, in order to make your future work better than it is, you know. So I think my decision has to do with this, like time to stop, time to reflect. I was also in like personal time that I felt that I needed to like move away, and I needed to get to know new people, you know. So even though I was born in the countryside in Brazil and I was living in a capital, a big capital, so I was already living alone, I mean without family and so on. But still I have studied in this city, so all of my professional, not all, but because I have like I know people in different cities in Brazil, but most of my like professional contacts and so on, they were in this city. So I thought it's time to expand this networking and like you know, and having like a time for me here, because I think it has to do with this as well, because you are supposed to pause your life.
I just so in love with what you just said, because I believe that is kind of like a not easy path for a lot of people, because if people started working for some years and they go to the routine, you know, like when it comes to routine, they probably not break it and they probably not step up. But you it's like did it, and it's wonderful. And that's why I think all the scholarship, they really encourage is women, because they think that women at some point, if they commit to their family and they start working for some years, and they probably like lose courage or maybe the desire just to like do something new. So that's wonderful.
That was exactly what I was feeling, and I think that if we really have a strong networking, this networking is still alive. It is still in Brazil, so it's not because I am here for 1 year that I will like lose something, you know. Because I'm sure that when I go back to Brazil, I will be in touch again with all of these people, with all of these places that I have already worked in, you know. So I trust my networking. I trust my like previous relationships with friends, with family, and so on. So and I have been in touch with them as well. So it's just like a new step in life, a different moment. And lots of people are supporting me. So every day, some friends like message me, like encourage me, and like,
so
push me up. So
it's wonderful, because you probably want to bring back a lot of things and share with them, and that's really beneficial for everyone, I think. So so what about, I was thinking like, can you just share, if you gonna answer the question about why did you choose the UK, okay? Because I remember in the application we need to answer why do you choose UK and why Chevening. So are you going to give like different answer, or maybe you can recommend for the people who are applying, because you're now in the UK and you probably feel more how wonderful it is, so probably you can help them why UK and why Chevening.
Let's see. I always wished to get to know here UK. I didn't know when, but I really wished to get to know here UK. And UK has like lots of the very well-ranked universities here in the world. So the high quality of education, I think it like I took it into account, and also because Chevening, I think Chevening is an excellent program, scholarship program, because it sponsors everything, So it's quite, I think it's quite useful, it's quite welcome, because there are some people like me, I mean, who I couldn't afford to pay for everything here. So even though I wished to study here because of, I mean, the high quality of studies, the university's reputation and so on, but I couldn't afford it because it's at the same time it's quite expensive to live here. If we compare with our currency in Brazil, this is like very, very high. So I think that Chevening is a complete program in terms of support, like in terms of general support for everyone. So of course the financial support, which is quite extremely important, but also because Chevening is like is with you in all.
It's like help you to achieve your dream easier and faster, right? It's like it's just there and help you to realize your dream, and that's just wonderful. So how did you choose your university? Because you shared that you have experience in human rights development and human rights, so it's kind of like so linked with each other. But I background in engineer, but I now like international management. But I try to make a link because that's my life career. But so how did you choose the university? And do you think it's really matter to study something that you're going to do in the future, or is this like anything that you interest for now, but not in the long term?
No. Actually, as I said before, development studies was like an area of interest for me. And when I applied for Chevening, I looked for some development studies here, so masters, which had to do with this discussion, So I found here in Swansea, where the master like makes a link between development and human rights. So I thought it's everything that I need, it's everything that I would like to study, because the other ones, actually I've applied to two other ones, the University of Glasgow and Durham University. They are excellent universities, of course, but the master there is very focused on like community development, which is very, very nice, but it's just one branch of the development studies, so I think I think the human rights approach, it has to do with my professional background, and so I think this one was like the most suitable one for my professional goals and my also with my previous experience. So indeed, everything that I am studying here, I can see a real connection with my interest, with my how can I say?
Your future plan, your career,
of course. So it's not everything has like a
connection,
connection.
So what's your future plan? What do you mind to share? Like when you go back, probably you're gonna like start a company, or what would be like a plan?
Let me see. I would like to work, to keep working in NGOs, especially international NGOs, because I really, really like this approach, so like promoting human rights at an international level. I think we really need like professionals with this purpose. So also some United Nations agents, because I have already done some like little jobs for United Nations agencies, especially UNICEF. For children.
Very famous.
So in Brazil, I think most of the United Nations agencies, they are working in Brazil. They have like offices in Brazil. So I really would like to work there, or also in the government, because the government is supposed to play a very active role in promoting human rights.
Okay.
So yeah, if I have the opportunity, I can go to the public sector as well.
Yeah.
I'd like to become a teacher, professor. I really like teaching.
I think you're good at that, yeah. But did you write down in the application like what you just said to me? Like,
yeah, of course.
Right.
I've written. I've written. Every interview, they want to know. They really want to know what would you like to do. This is quite important for Chevening, right? That, of course, that you never know what can happen, like between your goals and the future. Of course.
Okay.
Yes, but as I said before, this is the first
uncertainty,
step.
right?
These ones are some of my future professional goals.
Yeah. But you said you have desire, and then you're taking action. That's the most important thing. So what was the most difficult part when you applied for scholarship, or you didn't have even any of difficulties?
No, lots of difficulties, of course. Let me see. I think Chevening is not necessarily a difficult process, but it is quite demanding. It's quite demanding. Lots of steps, and you need to gather different types of documents, like all of them in English. So, for instance, for Brazilian people, because for us, English is not our
first language,
mother tongue. So we need to translate every single word in application, of course. So, for instance, in my case, a friend of mine helped me. At this stage, So let me see. So I was supposed to take an English exam as well. So I have studied so hard.
Which one did you take? Is IELTS or TOEFL?
TOEFL.
Oh, you took TOEFL, yeah.
I have always studied like American English.
Okay,
so for
American, right? Yeah.
If I take a TOEFL exam.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that. Yeah, so the amount of documents that you need to gather, the different steps of the process, because Chevening lasts almost 1 year. Chevening is 1 year long.
Yeah, it's like the timeline 1 year from this time like until the next year, right? Like
you need to have in mind. That maybe your job for like the whole year, maybe it will be lost. Maybe next year you will be supposed to try it again. So I think it requires.
It's like you need to make effort and you need to be serious, right? You cannot just like go and copy and paste like one
also,
hour or something.
I remember my anxious before the interview. So. Yeah, the 2 months like previously to the interview, I was like very, very anxious. I've been studying hard, like I've been reading like testimonies about interviews.
Right.
This friend of mine who was helping me with the English, we had like week English classes, and we have been training to the interview. Yeah, so I think Chevening demands me like so many efforts and like beliefs.
Yeah, you deserve that. Yeah, you need to really believe and keep working on it. So how long did you study for your English exam? Because I am now working with a lot of friends who kind of like struggling with the part of getting the exam going, and they probably feel like a bit like upset about that because they kind of like working under pressure. So could you share how did you study that and how long?
Let me see. I because when I sent my Chevening application, I was not sure that I would be shortlisted to the interview.
Okay.
So I just started to work hard for my English test once I was called to the interview, when I was shortlisted,
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, so I think, yeah, I have been studying for 2 months.
Okay, two
Yeah,
months.
before the English test. But of course that I could already speak some English, of course, because I had been studying during my life, but it was a very
It's like not to get to any goal, right? This is
it was a very confused like period of time, because sometimes I started to study English and then I stopped like 1 year later, and then I started again and then I stopped. But when I knew that I had been like shortlisted, so yeah, I really studied hard in order to get TOEFL, the minimum requirements. So yeah, and I yeah.
So you got it the first time? I'm curious. Did you get it the first time, the minimum requirement, or more than that? The first exam?
Yes, second time, because the
Wow, it's wonderful.
In my first TOEFL, I couldn't get like the minimum requirements in the listening. So I had already got my like overall marks. But the listening one, they were not good, so I was supposed to take it again. And we know that it can happen, and we need to be prepared for that.
Yep.
So by the way, we need to be prepared for a pain. Yeah, you know, because they are not like cheap exams. So yeah, and it has to do with your previous question about like preparation and so on. I think you need to have saved at least some money to these expenses, you know, because even though Chevening sponsor you during your time here, but before you need to, like for instance, if you want to take like extra English classes, or in our case we needed to pay for sworn translation, you know, sworn translation for the documents. You know what I mean, sworn translation, because all my documents, my university documents, they were in Portuguese, which is my mother tongue. And the university here, they just accept like they just accept them in English, but in the official English, you know.
Totally.
So I paid a lot for having these translation.
Did you like really reclaim the Chevening? Probably they're gonna like get back some the expenses. Did you like talk to them about that?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Did you talk with the Chevening secretary or your program officer about these expenses? Probably they're gonna get like.
No, it's because when you apply.
Yeah, they already told you that. Yeah.
You need to be aware that this type of expense won't be covered by the secretary.
Yeah, because it's like an investment. We call like investment, right? Yeah. So
because I used to think, even though I failed Chevening this time, but I mean, improving my English is an investment for me.
Totally.
It will help me during my like all my life long, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an investment, as you said.
Yeah, because you have like a goal and then you work more effective, I think. So that's why you like 2 months when you study English probably equal to maybe 2 years or maybe more than that, right? Because you put a lot of effort. Yeah.
And so, being here in UK, like it's amazing. Like
it's worth doing it.
Way to improve your English as well. So of course that I feel that I am still learning and still learning and still learning. So yeah, and I'm very thankful for being here because of that as well, you know. So at the beginning I was struggling a lot because the accent here in like Wales
it's more strong. Yeah,
it's a very strong one, and in general I was not so used to British accent in general.
American.
It's still stronger, you know.
Right.
So yeah, but now, like 1 month and a half later, I think that it is still like it's better than before, and I think that 1 month later it will be.
Yeah, it's like that. the effect, compound effect, like accumulating day by day. Yeah, the learning process.
Of course, I really hope so, and I am.
I believe so.
By the way, I am doing some English classes at the university.
Okay.
Because this is a very strong point here of the universities in UK,
right.
because they offer like a very
academic English
strong support for the students, especially for students from overseas, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I've been doing English classes, also like presentation skills classes or academic writing classes. So yeah, I am taking advantage of like most of the facilities.
Yeah, I think like we need to share that with our future Cheveners, because if they need to pay like a lot of money to study English in their country, they come here like they offer you everything. Like you can just go to class, academic, assignment, writing, everything, and then you just learn and free.
And everything for free.
Yeah, and with the native speaker, real native speaker. Yeah, it's not like traveling people anymore, or but it's like the people who are like professional and they probably writers and things like that. Is teaching, and it's amazing. Make the best of the facilities. Yeah, I think.
I'm taking advantage. I am like picking as many as I can, you know.
But I think that's the best, because maybe people will even ignore that, and why not? Because when you go back, you probably don't have it anymore, and you're probably gonna pay for that and think, oh, I lost a chance. Yeah, so.
No.
Yeah.
Since I am here, I am like taking everything that I can. Of course, that I need to schedule these classes with my like university classes, and also my time of study, because my master is demanding a lot, so I have like lots of readings each week.
Okay.
And, but up to now, I have been able to catch up everything.
I think I believe so, because you have the ambition, right? So, what about when you apply, and how long did you prepare for the application? And do you think that there's some point that you think is really important in the application that you probably like take a lot of time to think about, and you probably like think that is
that's a very good and important question.
Yeah.
I think that I started to write down my application.
Yes.
1 month and a half before.
1 month and a half before the deadline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So because especially those 4 questions.
Yeah.
Do you remember those questions about
4 questions?
Your career goals? What have you chosen UK?
Right.
What else?
Why you chosen your university?
A networking question and a leadership question.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
So I have told. By the way, I have told to these people who I was advising.
Okay.
That I mean, you need to put you need to pay very attention to, especially to these questions, because I think they will be
like the key success factor. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. They will be the main aspect of assessment.
Okay, like competitive advantage points.
Yeah, because you are supposed to upload your professional background and also your university documents. But these questions, they are like the point of the very
crucial question. Yeah, vital questions.
Because it's from that question that they can like I feel I'm not sure about it. But for me, it's from those questions that they will be able to choose, to shortlist applicants who be at the next stage, you know, at the interview stage, because they don't know you. They don't know nothing about you. So you need to be able to tell them.
Right.
So that's why I spent like.
I think it's really important point when you make
But
Yeah.
of course, that's because I was working hard as well. So yeah, so during weekends and evenings, so yeah, I was preparing my answers.
Right.
And also, I was supposed to translate them. And a friend of mine, she read my responses in order to say, it's okay. No, I think that you should like highlight some ability here, or you could like underline this experience here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think that it's very welcome if you are able to do it in advance, you know.
Yep.
Because yeah, otherwise the time cannot be enough.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have like a very very special background and so on, but you have no time to write it down. So yeah, what is a pity, yeah. But, so I think you need to prepare in advance.
So did you feel like you wanted to just give up and not doing it anymore at some point, or have you ever thought like, oh, maybe I should not do it, or maybe not for me? Have you ever thought about that? Because I think a lot of people they kind of like give up on the way, or maybe even never try. So have you ever had that feeling?
No, but you mean in terms of
when you're applying,
position?
when you're applying for the scholarship.
Of course. But you mean if I regret something?
No, did you feel like you wanted to give up at some point that, oh no, I don't want to apply anymore, whatever like that?
No.
Oh,
I didn't feel like this because I really wanted to teach Chevening.
Okay.
And by the way, I was very surprised. To be honest, I was very surprised when I was shortlisted to the interview because I was not expecting. Even though I had put my best, put my best in my response, but I know that this type of
scholarship
programs, they are highly like
competitive,
disputed. How can I say?
Competitive.
I missed the word.
Yeah, competitive. Competitive.
Competitive. Yeah, they are highly competitive. So I was not sure about. How successful I could be at first time. Yeah. So I was very surprised when I was shortlisted.
So what about the interview? Yeah. So what about the interview? What about
my interview? I felt that my interview was pretty good. I was able to express almost everything that I had been preparing, like during the previous weeks. Yeah. And I don't know if you have same experience, but in my panel, interviewers they basically they asked me about my application, you know. So I mean there is not a tricky question or something that, because they are interested in knowing you better.
Oh yeah.
Like since they are talking to you like directly, so most of the questions they had to do with my application. So I and this is a very good tip, you know. You need to be very very aware about what have you written in your application, because the questions they will have to do with that. So I think it lasts 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So basically, like, just relax and just be your best self and just let them know more about you instead of like they reading your paper. They want to know you in the real life. So
real life, of course. This is the Samia that I have read about, you know. So and I think I ought to bring out
your best self,
as much as possible about like my background, my professional background, my ambitions.
Right.
They asked me some examples, so I think you need to be very
specific,
well prepared about your own experience, and you need to be able to bring them out. To the interview, you need to let them know what you have done up to that moment.
So be really specific and make it relevant for them. Like it's just not to say something like really big and then you have no example, right?
Yeah. It's not about random information or I'm gonna bring everything that I think it's possible. No.
Yeah.
You need to be selective, of course. You need to be selective. So I just brought to the interview what I thought that it's worth to bring,
Right.
So yeah, but your application, I mean, the future applicants, I think they just need to have in mind what they have written in their own application.
Totally.
Yeah, and that's it. And
Yeah.
to be prepared, of course, to be prepared to some surprise questions. At the end of the interview, they will ask you something that you were not expecting for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are relaxed and if you are prepared, you will be able to answer it as well. So it's just I think it's just a matter of seeing. I remember that in the EV interview, EV like the day after, the day before, sorry. Yeah, I was like praying, I was meditating. I was talking to some friends, so in order to get some
feedback.
Some support and so on.
Wow. It's good preparation all the way ahead, right? Good preparation and get feedback, and you feel like you prepare, and then you're gonna feel more confidence. Yeah. So 45 minutes is long, so they really enjoyed your interview, I guess. How many people applied? Do you remember? And did you talk with anyone who applied and didn't get it? And did you talk with someone who?
Because I think it varies according to countries. So in Brazil, last year we were in average 1,500 applicants.
Okay. Yeah.
And today we are 83 scholars.
Yeah. Wow. Very competitive. Yeah.
Because in Brazil, Chevening is a very well recognized program. So 83 scholars out of 1,500 applicants. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So maybe next year gonna be more competitive because we are sharing, and probably more people inspired by you and they apply more and more competitive.
Probably.
So I'm wondering about what about the applicants this year in Brazil? Did they ask you some question that you feel like it's the same, like different people ask the same question, or they didn't have the same concern about something? Probably you can share because.
Most of the applicants who came for me, they asked me especially about these 4 questions that I was talking about before. So Samia, how can I answer them properly? So what should I write down here in order to show them that I have like networking skills or leadership skills and so on. Of course that you are not gonna pretend anything, you are not gonna invent anything. This is not ethic, and it doesn't worth to do it, of course. But most of them were concerned about these 4 questions, and also about like bureaucratic questions. So the documents, like the online system. So should I upload my reference letters right now or no? This type of concerns. Should I put everything that I have done up to now in my professional experience or not? What do you think? So I think because you have done like lots of things in your life, and it's quite difficult to cut them off, like no, this one I'm not gonna mention, this one I'm not gonna mention, or what should I highlight in order to be shortlisted. I think that's the main point, what are they looking for?
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is the main challenge. How can I show them that I am this person? I can be one of these people, right?
So what is your advice for them? Yeah, you just need to really list all the things that you have done and try to link it and make it relevant to the skills. And so we don't need to pretend, and we don't pretend. Yeah, you said, because in the UK it's very important about the ethical problem, and they really so don't do anything like lying, because you lie to yourself and you lie to other people. You must
not lie.
No. Don't fake it. You just need to be yourself, and then just need to try to think about all the things you have done and try to link it and to make it relevant to the skills.
Exactly. I think that's the point. The point, and especially taking into account these two very important little words. Networking and leadership.
Yeah, you just focus on that and think how many things that related to that. And
take a look at your previous background,
right?
And to some extent they have to do with leadership and networking.
So can you give example in your case, leadership? So how many relevant things that you put in your application to show your leadership skills?
I think I've mentioned some examples regarding coordination of projects, coordination of teams, coordination of people. So and also it has to do with networking as well, because in NGOs, for instance, we are supposed to build a strong networking, because we are into the civil society. We are part of civil society, and in order to be successful in our purpose, or at least in some of our purpose, we need to build networking. We need to work with different people, with different institutions, and so on. So this is naturally linked with leadership and networking, So it was just a matter of organizing the
information, the experience. I like that point, because I know there's one person who shared with me if you don't have it yet, just create it. So let's think you have 1 year for preparing, and you have some months for the application online. So why don't you just start doing it now? So probably now you can just start building your network, and in around 1 or 2 months you have that kind of networking, and you just come back and then say, I have been experienced with the networking. What about that? It's also a good idea, right?
Of course, but I think
it's if someone feel like they don't have really a lot of relevant thing in their experience, they probably can just do it from now and probably accumulate.
Of course, because I think I've noted that we have different profiles here. Very, very different profiles. So we have people who have already been working a long time, so they have such big experience, and other ones are very young ones. So I think Chevening is looking for different profiles. By the way, because you can be how can I say, you can take advantage of the others' experiences, So of course that if you feel that you still don't have exactly such experience or in leadership or networking, of course that you can work on that in order to develop it. By the way, the Chevening in its website, it says we are looking for leaders or potential leaders.
I love that.
People who are able or who will be able. So I think Chevening also offers this opportunity for future ones. Sometimes you don't have such long experience or such abilities
it's like very
Mm-hmm.
well developed.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of the purpose of the program as
Yeah,
well.
that's true.
So yeah, you can develop here
As you
during
said, yeah.
your experience here.
Yeah, at least you want it, so you had to want it first. So as you said, and then you take action. Then yeah, people know you want it, and they wanna support you. So I think what were we thinking about? Oh, I forget. Oh my god, I was like I totally forget what I wanna say. So what else does the applicants ask you? Like any other common question except for the 4 points?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Is there any other question that the applicants ask you, like except for asking about the 4, you know? I know, I remember what I wanted to say. Because everyone actually like already have 2 years experience of working, right? So it means, yeah. So I think like you at least have something, yeah? Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna say. What about any other question that the applicants ask you except for the 4 main question? Is any other like?
Yeah, so questions about documents. Yeah, all of them have doubts in order to know exactly which documents they were supposed to upload into the system. About the universities as well.
Yeah, I think that's
yeah, they were concerned about universities. For instance, Samia, should I choose just university with like similar courses, or can I choose among like very different ones? So I advised them that they choose like similar courses, because you need to be able to I mean, this is my point of view. I'm not sure if Chevening really takes it into account, but what I have felt is that you need to be able to present some coherence, you know, in your options, because you are looking for some area of studies, and maybe one university can offer you something, the other one can offer you another aspect, but all of them have some aspects in common.
Yeah.
So yeah, when the people ask me about the university choices, so I advise them to choose like similar ones, or at least masters, which have to do to some extent. Yeah. So let me think of.
Don't worry.
About professional experience as well. So some of them told me what they had already done up to that moment. I have here, and which places do you think that it's good to highlight?
Yeah.
So, like that. Yeah, I think the doubts, they are very.
But I think like the person who know the best is themselves. You know, if they just put it down first and put all the things that they have experienced, and then they will go back and really like think about it and reflect, they can see the link. Yeah. So because the one who finally put it is themselves, right? So
yeah, of course. And I think it's quite useful. It's quite helpful if someone helps you.
Yeah, you said,
during your application. If you have some people who you really trust.
Yeah.
So these people, this person can help you, like reading your responses, like reading your professional background. So I think it's welcome having a person besides you, who is supporting you. As I said, I had a friend who helped me a lot with the English, with the documents, with like the interview preparation. So it's another tip that I would like to share here.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think like because when you have the third person to read it, and then they probably give a lot of idea because assume that the people who going to read it also third people, right? So they like Chevening, they're going to read, and now another people read it for you. So it's like a good way to test it first, so to see how people gonna understand. Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
of course. So and that's why I have been helping
Yeah.
these future applicants.
Yeah, it's willing to send to you, and then they're gonna give some advice, right? Okay.
Yeah, and it's important to have like
Right.
a view from someone who is already here,
Yeah.
who is already a Chevener. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's why I ought to help.
Thank you. I just like in love with that when I just like share with you, and then you just like, oh yeah. So it's like you just like have that kind of like kindness and willing not to help people, and you just like, oh yeah, why not? Then you just jump and then speak in front of the camera and and also
It's
saying
a
yes.
matter of kindness as well. As you
Thank
said.
you.
Well,
Yeah, I was thinking about like would love to have you attend an event. So I'm kind of like trying to get an event going. I call like people from different country and come and share their experience about the UK. So I hope that event gonna get it going. Yeah, we're gonna like to see you again. Because I told you like we have 30 minutes, it's only like 1.5 hours, I think. So I don't want to keep you long. Maybe next time if more question, and we're gonna come back and have an interview with you.
Of course. I am always available. Just let me know. I'm always available.
Yeah.
And if you would like to come here in Swansea,
I would love to.
welcome. Where are you living?
I am in Bristol, so Bristol. If you come to Bristol, you have home. Yeah. Thank you. So have a wonderful night, and I'm gonna get back to you soon, and I hope to meet you in Bristol or in your place. Yeah.
Of course. No, I hope so. I really
Thank
hope
you,
so. It was a
Samina.
pleasure.
Yeah.
I am here available, so just let me know. Okay?
Thank you so much, and bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you. Take care.